Hopefully this works. Yes, it does. Hello everyone, it's Reese. Welcome back to the channel. So in this live stream, I'm just showing a bunch of cars that I got from, well, a diecast car event this past week. Yeah, this past week, about 5 or 6 days ago, and also some from the local Walmart store from today, as well as cars from the diecast car event from last year and the local Walmart store from last year too. So yeah, this is more of a laid back, relaxed, have fun, chill kind of diecast cars. So show and tell showcase live stream. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was actually shaking the moment I found it in there. I was looking at all the High Roller 2s because it's like, honestly, I wasn't quite sure what case it was right away. But then when I looked at the back of cards, the very last letter on them said D for D case for this year. So it's like, well, it can't be the High Roller 2 Super at that point then. But, you know, every once in a while, I see maybe one or two channels find a previous case Super and the next case over for a Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt, and it's like, I don't understand how that even happens. Did like Hot Wheels or Mattel have like some weird packaging issue when they do stuff like that? Because I've never had that happen ever before. So here's a majorette Nissan Skyline GTR R35 chase car. Yeah, I know. So here's a majorette chase car of the Nissan. Now, for other majorette chase cars, if you're outside of the US and Europe, a lot of those majorette chase cars are going to be 1 of 5,000 and the whole exterior is going to be shiny gold. But for us collectors in the US, I don't know if I'll ever see any of those, to be honest. But yeah, I traded away a Super Treasure Hunt I found last year for this guy right here. And to be honest, this car looks way better than that Super. I found a very bizarre M2 Machines chase car today. Because normally with M2 Machines, they would have shiny rims and bumpers for the 164 scale ones. And this is a one of the like boxed styled M2s. So the only way I could confirm this was a chase is because I had to go onto the M2 Machines Instagram page earlier today when I was at Walmart. And when I went to their Instagram page, the non-chase version of this, the number 533, I'm not sure if you can see that, but the number 533 right there would actually be white instead of this like faded bronze gold looking like color. And everything else would have been white in the color too, including the words next to the number 533 as well too. So yeah, I found an M2 Machines chase car today and a Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt today at the local Walmart store. From this diecast car event I went to a few days ago, I got 2 treasure hunts from it. Yep, I got these 2 treasure hunts from that event that I went to about 5 or 6 days ago. One of them's a Pernod's Le Mans race car, and the other's a Cadillac supercar concept car, the Cadillac Scene, which has a V12 engine making 750 horsepower. And also from that event I went to about 5 or 6 days ago, I got these really cool old school Hot Wheels cars. I couldn't pass up on either of these two. These two were just way too cool to pass up on. And the guy was only asking $10 for each of them by themselves. So these two together would have been $20 exact. And every time I go to these diecast car events, there is no tax being added when I buy anything there. Because it's just, you know, people selling cars, and I think because they have someone rent out the building or something like that, obviously happens. I don't think that's why they charge tax for this stuff, anyways. And also at this event, I got this AutoZone exclusive 2-pack of Camaros. Now, unfortunately, one of the Camaros, or actually both of them, have weird issues with the taillights on them. The headlights seem to be a little bit better, but the taillights maybe not so much. And to be honest, this guy had like quite a lot of these, so it's like, he could have possibly given me a better condition one, but yeah. But now I don't have to go to like a bunch of AutoZones to try and find one of these exclusive 2-packs, especially for this one, because the Camaros do look really cool. But the one I'm looking for has I think they're like 1980s or 90s Chevrolet Silverados, and that guy didn't have those there, so I couldn't get those, obviously. I did find this guy today. There was quite a few of these, actually. I'm hearing a lot of other channels saying they're having a really hard time finding this F1 race car at, like, stores in their area. You're gonna find it eventually, sooner or later, because to be honest, I don't think this car is gonna sell out like so quickly that it's not gonna be like not ever findable at any store that sells Hot Wheels cars. So yeah, I'm just saying that sooner or later everyone's gonna find this Red Bull F1 car this year. I also got the new recolor of the Toyota GR86 Cup race car in orange. Now, the thing is, though, I was not exactly first to the Hot Wheels restock today at the local Walmart store. Some other person was there, like, I don't know how many minutes, or maybe, yeah, a few minutes or so before I got there. And this dude comes up to me and says, like, hey, what are you getting? And it's like, do you get like all the good cars or something like that? I can't exactly recall what he said to me now when I was going through the cars at the dumping in the Hot Wheels tower at the local Walmart store today. And yeah, but anyways, then he asked me, like, hey, what kind of cars do you collect? And then I said basically anything that's not fantasy cars. But I didn't say that the only exception I would have is if it's a super treasure hunt or a treasure hunt. So yeah, I probably should have mentioned that, but silly me didn't think to do that then. Let's see here. Gordon Murray Automotive T.33. So another one from the 2025 Hot Wheels D case. Cupra E-Racer from the Hot Wheels D case. Fully electric 680 horsepower, top speed of 169 miles per hour. And even though there's no one here watching the live stream right now, whoever hit the thumbs up button, thank you very much for doing that. I do really, truly appreciate that. 74 Brazilian Dodge Charger from the D case. Now, some of these cars I'm showing in this live stream, I probably will open as well, too. Another thumbs up. Thank you for doing that, whoever that was. Maserati Shamal, and actually on the back of this one, it says only 369 units ever produced of this car in real life. So that's really low production numbers. And then from the diecast car event from last year, I got these two Super Chases from it. I got a Moving Parts Lancer Evo 4 Super Chase and an Audi R8 Super Chase from it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, from Walmart last year, the day after Christmas. I know I've shown it a few times, but I thought I'd show it again for anyone that hasn't seen it. This is probably my favorite M2 Machines chase car in my collection I have right now, because it's green and red. I mean, if you're talking about Christmas themed Coca-Cola cars from last year, green and red are just really classic iconic colors. And to be honest, this was probably the chase car I really wanted most from that set of Coca-Cola Christmas themed M2 cars that came out last year. And I was really glad to get it, even though when I saw the display shipper for these M2 Coca-Cola Christmas themed cars, it was already damaged, and one of the GNXs was gone. I think all the trucks were still there. All the Volkswagen delivery vans were still there. And same with the Mustangs. All the Mustangs were there too. But as soon as I started looking at it, I didn't look at the bottom right away. But once I got, maybe halfway through or towards halfway through, I saw shiny red and stuff on the bottom. And I'm like, yep, that's a chase. So I was really happy to get that going. And then I got the 2025 diecast treasure hunt, which is in a card protector. I know this card protector is a little bit bigger than what it probably needed to be, but oh well. And then, of course, obviously, I got lucky and scored the Hot Wheels 2025 DK Super Treasure Hunt. And it's further because I didn't see any other Datsuns when I went through the tower and bins at the local Walmart store besides just this one only. So because there was some guy who got there before me, he possibly had maybe a few supers in his hand already. Because like I mentioned, I was not exactly first to that Hot Wheels restock today. But I was lucky enough to get a Super Treasure Hunt from it, though. And the Treasure Hunt, too. So yeah, I'm going to start opening a few cars, actually. Starting with the Maserati Shamal. Looks pretty cool. However, I will say the headlights and taillights probably could have been detailed, because they actually are not. But it does have a gas cap, so that's cool. There's the Maserati fully open from the card packaging. Next one to open up is the Toyota GR86 Cup Recolor. Next one I'm opening is the Gordon Murray Automotive T.33. Headlights and taillights are fully painted or detailed on this one. Next one to open is the 1974 Brazilian Dodge Charger. And this is actually the International Women's Day celebration car from Hot Wheels for Celebration Racers series. Well, mini sub-series. Next one to open up is the Cupra E-Racer, and this car was made in Spain, actually. For anyone who didn't know that, now they do. And this car looks really cool. This track-focused race car that's fully electric, making 680 horsepower, top speed of 169 miles per hour is really cool. Now I noticed that it's supposed to say Goodyear on both sides of the doors here at the front of the car, but unfortunately some of the paint rubbed off, I guess, because there's already some paint missing from it right there. And when I opened it, I don't see any of the paint missing from the blister or the card packaging at all. And last one to open up is going to be the Red Bull Racing F1 card. Gonna open this guy right now. And it actually has a like mini guy inside of the cockpit right there that kind of looks like they're driving the car. But yeah, since I've pretty much opened all the cars I was gonna open, the rest of this live stream is just to talk about the diecast car hobby, and if you have like anything you want my input on the diecast car hobby topic as well too, we can do that now. I'm doing pretty good, Subi Diecast Custom. I just thought I'd put that in the chat feature. So yeah, if anyone has anything they want to talk about, with me or any of the other people in the chat feature for diecast car topics of the diecast car hobby, you're free to do that now. I actually need to mute the live stream because I've got to take care of something small really quickly. Well, that's good to know. Actually, that's one card I did not get from this case, actually, was the Porsche 911 GT3 in black. I saw that along with a lot of others, but just didn't feel like getting it because I already have a lot of Porsche 911 GT3 cars from Hot Wheels and some from Mini GT as well, too. Super Diecast Customs. I went to a diecast car event 5 or 6 days ago this week. What do you think of these two that I got from it? Because these were only $10 each from the guy who sold them to me at that event. Yep, couldn't pass up on these two. They were just way too cool to pass up on. 1975 Bird Trans Am in blue with white stripes down the middle, and a 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 429. And then also from that show, I got a Nissan GTR Majorette chase car. I traded my Mitsubishi Pajero Super Treasure Hunt for this car, and to be honest, I like this one a lot better than that Super Treasure Hunt I ended up trading it for. Because actually one of the guys there remembered that he likes Majorette cars. So yeah, was really glad to get this one because I don't think I have this Majorette chase car of this Nissan in my collection. Oh yeah, and then today at the local Walmart store, I got the diecast Treasure Hunt, the pedal driver car. And then I got a few other mainline cars from the diecast too. Cupra E-Racer. Toyota GR86 race car. (1974) Dodge Brazilian Charger. Gordon Murray Automotive T.33. Yeah, the Cupra E-Racer is actually a real-life car made in Spain. 680 horsepower, top speed of 169 miles per hour, and it's fully electric. Fully electric race car. Maserati Shamal. This car in real life, they only made 369 units of in total, which is very low production numbers. And then here's, I don't understand why, but it's been hard to find for some collectors, the Red Bull F1 car from Hot Wheels 2025 diecast.
You have to have it ready now.
Yeah, I actually don't have the Mini GT version of this F1 car yet. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I scored a really bizarre M2 Machines chase car. And actually, I'm going to have to get my phone out so that way you guys all know that you definitely know it's the chase car. Let's see here. Where is it? Come on, I know it's here somewhere. It's got to be here somewhere, right? It should be. Okay. Oh, there it is. So, this might be a little weird, but so I don't know if you can see it that well, but this guy right here, the number 533, the letter B, and all the words next to the number 533 are painted in white for this one. And then here's the chase version, the one that I have, that I'm about to show. This chase version right here has the like faded bronze gold looking for the paint on the 533, the letter B, and the words next to the number 533 on it. And I had to look at these two very carefully, and bam, M2 Machines chase car. It's the first time they're not doing shiny rims and bumpers, actually, for an M2 Machines chase car. So this is kind of an oddball for an M2 Machines chase car, but also another thing is for the Race of the Gentleman M2 Machines set of 6 cars. It's two of these 1932 Ford, and then there's a different Ford, and then there's a belly tanker. And this one and the other Ford have normal chases, and the belly tanker has a super chase. And the belly tanker super chase version, if someone does end up finding it, the entire exterior is in unfinished silver gray color. If you want to know what I'm talking about. So here's the regular of the belly tanker right here. And then here's the Super Chase version of the Belly Taker right there. So that way you guys all know that I did actually find a chase car of that 32 Ford right there. And like I mentioned, that Race of the Gentleman M2 Machines set of 6 cars is Walmart exclusive. So, meaning that these 6 M2 cars from the Race of the Gentleman will be found only at Walmart stores and nowhere else. And it does say worldwide, so that means those are the Walmart stores in Canada and Mexico should be getting them too. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I got these 2 Super Chases from the same diecast car event that I got a few other cool cars from last time I went to it, which was 5 or 6 days ago. But these 2 I got last year in December when I went in the first or second week of December on a Saturday. Got the Matchbox Audi R8 Super Chase for mainline cars and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 4 from the Moving Parts series. Yeah, I only paid like $30 for the Audi Super Chase, and the guy was asking $50 for it. But then he's like, because I made so many deals with him that day, yeah, that was really nice of him to do that. So I got this for like half off his asking price, or close to actually, because 50 divided by 2 is 25, not 30 really. So yeah, not a bad deal. And then the Lancer Evolution 4, I paid $20 for it at that diecast car event from last year in December. And then to go along with my M2 Machines chase car, got the Datsun Sunny Truck Super Treasure Hunt today at the local Walmart store. Yeah, the Audi Super Treasure Super Chase is really cool. Sorry about that slight cough there. To be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna say this, but Matchbox Super Chases, if they're found in the mainline cars case, it's a case of 24 cars, and the Matchbox Moving Parts cars are only 6 cars per case, which is even less than what they do for the Hot Wheels Premium Car Culture sets by 4 or 5 less cars. Actually, by 4 less cars. So yeah, finding a Matchbox Moving Parts Super Chase is going to be harder than the mainline Super Chase would be, because they only have 6 cars in the moving parts case, whereas the Matchbox mainline cars case has 24 cars per case. And actually, Matchbox does have more like case letter codes per year compared to Hot Wheels does, I think, because they only do like 125 cars per that year in total before they move on to the next year, whereas Hot Wheels is 250 basic cars per year. So yeah, well, I know. Anyways, if anyone wants to talk about other stuff related to the diecast car hobby topic of, like, new releases coming out for Hot Wheels and Matchbox or other brands, I can do that as well if we want to talk about stuff like that. We could also talk about, like, what Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars we wish they made, because you never know if they'll make them or not. Because actually, I am doing a Toy Car Hockey live stream this Sunday for the Toy Car Hockey wildcard games. Just I didn't mention that, but that's for a, that's going to be saved for a different live stream because I actually did a Toy Car Key live stream a few hours ago before doing this Diecast Cars, laid back chill and chat live stream. Wow, interesting. That is very interesting and kind of cool too. Oh, so I thought I'd mention this. I am going to a Diecast Cars show in April of this year, so I'll definitely have a video of what I get from that, and probably a live stream to showcase everything I get from that event too. Because actually, it's way bigger than the event where I've gotten a lot of those Super Chase cars and the old school Hot Wheels cars I've shown in this live stream. So yeah. But we're all gonna have to wait till April for that video to happen and that live stream of what I get from there. I may or may not possibly do a video of, the stuff they have at that event for sale, possibly for sale or trade. So, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, the Lancia Stratos Zero chase car from the Hammer Draw set. That Lancia chase car looks pretty cool, but to be honest, the Lancia Stratos looks a bit bizarre because it looks like a weird concept version of the Lancia Stratos that never happened. Because if I'm being honest, the Lancia Stratos Zero does not look anything like the Lancia Stratos rally car or non-rally car that came out from Lancia actually in real life. Because actually, on a car racing game I have, they have a concept version of a Lancia Stratos from like 2002 or 3, I believe, and it's like, unfortunately, Lancia never decided to fully make a new Lancia Stratos after like the 1970s or 80s, I believe. It is a very bizarre car, and actually, the Lancia Stratos is for the normal one that happened. It's a V6 engine, and I believe it makes like close to 200 horsepower. I actually got to see the silhouette set at the diecast car event I went to as of 5 or 6 days ago, and they even had a few people there that had the 720S chase car from it. One guy was asking like $110 or $120 for it. Another guy was asking $80 for it, and it's like, I didn't have like a crazy amount of money to spend there that time, so I had to limit of what I got, and that's why I, kind of backed away from like certain chase cars there. Because I didn't want to spend all my money on one car, because then I wouldn't have enough money to get a lot of other cool cars that I don't see normally in stores. Because it's like, a store like Walmart or Target is not going to have Hot Wheels in these kinds of card boxes for the packaging, because these came out a very long time ago. Yeah, this is 2000 Mattel. So if these say 2000 Mattel, these cards were came out in 2001 in stores then, I guess. Yeah, the silhouette set is really cool looking. And actually, speaking of a car from that set, I have something that I really want to show because it's the team transport that I've been wanting to get from last year, but I had to wait till this year at the event just to get it. So I will be right back. But if CB Diecast Customs and LG Phone want to chat amongst each other about toy car stuff, by all means you can go ahead and do that. All right, well, I'm back. I have actually. Yeah, I have found the Modern Classic set. And actually, when I went to that event last year in December, they had the Modern Classics R32 Pandem chase car for sale. And someone at the event someone at the event had the Pandem R32 Nissan Chase, but they wanted like $110 or $120 for that, I think. And I honestly don't really know if I recall them getting it or not. But yeah, anyways, I'm back, and this is one of the cars in the Silhouette series, but it's in blue, not this color. This one's from the Team Transport set that came out, I think, last year, actually, because we already have newer Team Transports out in a few other places, not in my area just yet. But yeah, I was really glad to get this one because this is a brand new Hot Wheels premium casting. It's the Nissan 300ZX GTS race car. And yeah, I was really excited to get this Team Transport from that event from 5 or 6 days ago because I could not find this Team Transport last year at all, to be honest. And then another cool car that I got from the event from 5 or 6 days ago is actually another guy commented on one of my posts or videos, and it turns out this Saline S7 is actually a Walmart exclusive because the tires have Goodyear written on them, and it turns out if they didn't have Goodyear written on them, it would not be a Walmart exclusive. So this Saline S7 is actually a Walmart exclusive from 2010. So this is a Walmart exclusive from 15 years ago. I can't even believe that. And to be honest, many people may or may not know this, but Saline does have a LM version of the S7 supercar, and technically this is kind of what it would look like, even though it doesn't say LM on the bottom. This is kind of more the racing version of the car, actually, because it has racing numbers and sponsors on it too. But yeah, if we want to keep talking about diecast car stuff, I can keep going for a little while longer. I don't know how much longer I want to go for talking about diecast car stuff, but it really just depends on how long LG Phone and CB Diecast Customs wants to do it for. But if we're all okay with ending the live stream right now, then I'm fine with doing that too. Because this live stream has been going on for close to 40 minutes about now. I just had to put that question in there. Should we keep talking about diecast car hobby topic stuff, or should I end the live stream right now? because I have officially hit a few seconds into the 40-minute mark of the live stream as of right now. Well, bye, CB Diecast Customs. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. And I do have another live stream planned for this weekend, but it's Toy Car Hockey Wildcard Playoff Games. So that'll be fun for me to do. I actually have 2 live streams on my channel that don't have any views. They're ones where I show diecast cars. One of them ended a lot sooner than planned because I think I accidentally had my mouse on the end stream button and I guess it clicked it or something a little bit earlier than planned, or the live stream had some weird technical difficulty error glitch thing that caused it to end sooner than planned. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. I guess I'll end the live stream right now then. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching, joining, stopping by, all of that good stuff. Have a great, fantastic, fabulous, wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone. I will see you all in my next video or live stream. My next live stream, like I mentioned, is going to be this Sunday about the Toy Car Hockey Wildcard games. And on a side note, hopefully everyone finds what they're looking for diecast cars in their areas and stores or at events too. Bye now. Later. Thanks for joining, everyone. See you all next time.